Hi folks, welcome back. Yeah, some things have changed. If you saw our tractor video, you know that we got a tractor. I'm gonna pay attention to my steps here. And whew, Tom's been doing some work with it. Before I take you around and show you what all he's done, I wanted to finish up a video that I made earlier. I think it's been 2 weeks now since I posted that video about the native plants that we had gotten that were gifted to us by Across the Prairie Homestead. That wind today is vicious, so I'll try to block it the best I can. Anyway, but I planted those, and I was afraid with all the heat and the dryness that it would be bad, that they would just turn up their toes. But these amazing native plants have done very well. So I planted those, and alongside them I planted a strawberry plant that was gifted to me from my friend Melody at the library. And what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. So there's a couple of strawberry plants in here and the natives, and let me show you those. Okay, so the oh, that wind. Okay, so the cup plants are there and there. This one is, it looks like a strawberry, but it's actually Golden Alexander. That's the Golden Alexander. This is one of the primroses that I transplanted. The other ones died. Like, they did turn up their toes and die. This here is the Echinacea pallida. There is the let's see, cup plant Golden Alexander. That's the Coreopsis. Coreopsis. And then here's the strawberry. And then this one is the lemon balm, primrose, and some of the columbines actually survived that drought and are making something of a comeback. I was really surprised that these guys made so much of a comeback. That this hay mulch really did them a world of good. I see that some of them are even starting again underneath that had died back. Those are gladiolas that I planted, and I didn't think those would be up till spring. And that's pretty much the new perennial bed as it stands right now. It's kind of already full, and I still need to move the perennials from the back herb garden. So I think that we're going to have to till up some more. And what I would kind of like to do, I think, is get this section between the fig tree and the big rock tilled up. But I also need room to walk around. So I may come out this way from this bed and then just put the herbs out this way. We want to leave plenty of room to get through with the mower, and we want plenty of room for the plants without going into where this big dip is here, because that needs to get filled up with fill dirt. He's gotten to spread all that dirt pile out. You'll see that that's gone. That's one of the things that he's done with the tractor. Let's see. You can see that the figs are doing good. They've gotten a good mulching. This one, I've got to put some mulch around yet. It's got some on the inside, but I didn't get around the outside because there's stickers that I want to get rid of. But I actually kind of ran into this with the mower last weekend when we mowed. Let's see, what else? Yeah, this is the older herb bed. And let's see what's, wow, looky here. Okay, so the yarrow that I tried to get started in here looks like it's getting established. The mugwort, this mugwort there, is up. These other ones are actually not mugwort, they're prairie sage, but they're starting to get a foothold too. This is the older prairie sage here that has the seed tops on it. My garden sage took a real big hit with the drought, and I'm just kind of waiting on it to see what comes back, and then I'll cut all the old dead stuff out. I think I lost that one completely, but I think this one is going to survive. But I'm just kind of waiting to see what makes it come back and what doesn't. Over here, the thyme took a big hit too, but some of it is starting, that's not thyme, some of it is starting to come back. And I'm going to try to see if I can propagate some of that this spring. I'm hoping it'll make it through the winter. The mint over here took a little bit of a hit, but not as bad as I was thinking it had. This is actually oregano. So the oregano that I transplanted, let me pull some of that grass out of the way so you can see. So I transplanted some oregano out of the other bed, and it's struggling with the grass right here, but it's getting established finally. And then the old mint, golly, where'd you go? I just saw you. Oh, here it is. It's in there still. But I need to come and clean all of this grass out that got away from us this season with everything else going on, and give that mint a chance to recuperate. That's how the front herb bed is doing. Kind of got taken over by the prairie sage and by the grass, but it is trying to make a comeback. Let me take you out here and show you what Tom's done back. So you see him standing there with the rake now, but most of that dirt pile has been knocked down using the new tractor. It has made things so much easier for us, but there's still going to be plenty of handwork to do around the place. This dirt pile, which you probably remember vividly, is flattened out pretty well. Again, we'll have to get in there with the rakes and stuff and kind of smooth it out, and then the grass should grow back there. But we want to get that filled in. He has been hard at work around that willow tree there. He's got a lot of that pulled out. Around the mulberries back that way, he's pulled a lot of that out. And this side over here, he's pulled a lot of that out. What you doing?
Fixing up the campsite there.
Yeah? What's your plans?
Huh?
What's your plans for this?
To get this grass in there, so the first fire will go off without a hitch. Get it semi-leveled out, and then letting the rain level the rest of it. But I do need your help with something.
Okay.
You see how it's slanting that way?
The ring.
Yeah. I'm going to pick up on it. You're going to slide that piece of slate.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Okay.
end of it.
Alrighty.